Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Jey Uso is set to face CM Punk for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event. He has a great opportunity to become a two-time world champion in WWE. However, it won't be an easy task as Punk stands before him as a formidable opponent. This could prompt the Yeet Master to pull off a mischievous move at SNME. WWE legend Rikishi could return after 5 years and help Jey win the World Heavyweight Championship. The 60-year-old was last seen in WWE in November 2020 during The Undertaker's retirement ceremony. Since then, he has been away from the company. However, the Samoan legend has been quite vocal about the booking of his sons lately on social media. Jey Uso is currently on a mission to become world champion again. The 40-year-old has been behaving erratically for the past few weeks, indicating that he can go to any lengths to win that title. The only thing that currently matters to him is getting to the top regardless of how it happens. However, Uso may be well aware that he might not be able to defeat CM Punk alone. As a result, he could plot a cunning strategy with his father. Just when Punk would be on the verge of winning, Rikishi could show up out of nowhere and cost him. In a shocking turn of events, the WWE icon could help Jey Uso become the World Heavyweight Champion. The father-son duo could officially turn heel, marking the beginning of a shocking alliance. There's a possibility of it happening at Saturday night's main event. It is because the Yeet Master has been receiving massive outrage from the fans lately on social media since winning the Battle Royal despite being a babyface. Therefore, WWE could capitalize on this by turning Jey Uso heel with an assist from Rikishi. However, the entire scenario is currently speculative. Jey Uso to feud with CM Punk for the remainder of 2025? Jey Uso and CM Punk are currently involved in the World Heavyweight Championship picture on Monday Night RAW. While one of them will taste glory at Saturday night's main event, the other will face heartbreak. There is a good possibility that the loser of that bout would continue to chase the title. WWE could run Jey vs. Punk for a month or two on RAW, even after SNME, as one superstar will have unfinished business with the other. This way, the company could keep both in the spotlight for a considerable time before pushing them in a new direction on Monday Night RAW. There is a high possibility that Jey Uso could turn heel at Saturday night's main event or right after that. If that happens, Triple H can add more layers to their feud after their SNME clash. A heel versus face feud could garner more interest from the WWE Universe, making it a must-watch. Besides, the involvement of the World Heavyweight Championship could make things far more exciting. However, this is nothing but speculation for now. It remains to be seen how things shape up. Subhasish Deb is a writer at Sportskeeda, India's leading sports and esports platform. With 3 years of experience in sports journalism, he has been writing compelling stories and analyses, covering trending news and its underlying aspects. His writing style is distinctive for its use of rhetorical devices, which allows him to elevate wrestling journalism beyond mere reporting. Deb has been an avid WWE and cricket fan since childhood and believes the blend of his love for sports and knowledge of writing led him to become a sports correspondent. Given his love and passion for this industry, he has worked for several top firms and media outlets both as a seasoned writer and as an editor. Apart from penning engaging articles, Deb has also done script writing for a few local short films and has directed and produced one of them. When the spotlight dims, he loves to escape into the world of web series and anime, indulging in the magic of storytelling. The WWE Universe is buzzing once again with a wild but fascinating possibility. A legendary name could make his long-awaited return to the company after 5 years, but not as the hero fans remember. Instead, rumors suggest that this WWE icon may re-emerge as a heel, shocking fans by helping main event Jey Uso capture the World Heavyweight Championship. The potential storyline has ignited conversations about loyalty, legacy, and the blurred lines between family and ambition. The context: Jey Uso's rise as a solo star. Jey Uso's journey since splitting from the Bloodline has been nothing short of remarkable. Once known primarily as one half of the USOs, his transformation into a top singles competitor has earned him respect across the WWE Universe. From challenging Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal title to establishing himself as a crowd favorite on RAW, Jey's rise has been organic, heartfelt, and emotionally driven. However, as WWE storytelling often shows, the higher a hero climbs, the greater the temptation to turn dark when the stakes reach their peak. Jay has come close to winning gold several times, but has always fallen short, often because of interference or misfortune. If a returning legend steps in to help him finally achieve his dream, the twist could be both shocking and career-defining. The WWE icon in question, The Rock's name resurfaces. Whenever there's a mention of a legendary figure returning to WWE, The Rock inevitably enters the discussion. The Great One hasn't wrestled a full match since WrestleMania 35 in 2019, making it a full 5 years since his last significant in-ring moment. His brief appearance earlier in 2024 reignited speculation that he might have unfinished business in the Bloodline saga, especially after past tensions with Roman Reigns. But what if The Rock's long-awaited return doesn't come as a savior or peacemaker, but as a shocking heel? Imagine The Rock returning not to challenge Roman, but to assist Jey Uso, a Hollywood megastar aligning with one of WWE's most emotionally driven characters would turn the entire landscape upside down. The storyline could suggest that The Rock has lost faith in Roman as the tribal chief and now sees Jey as the true bloodline successor. In doing so, he would betray his heroic legacy and embrace a power-driven, darker persona. Why a heel turn makes sense for The Rock. The Rock's babyface runs have always revolved around charisma, crowd energy, and nostalgia. But in recent years, fans have begun craving something different. A heel Rock, arrogant, manipulative, and ego-driven, could provide the kind of shock factor that WWE thrives on. Such a turn would also allow WWE to explore the idea that fame and success have changed The Rock. He could cut promos about being the only real head of the table not because of championships, but because of his global dominance. Aligning with Jey Uso could be a way for him to control the Bloodline's future and symbolically steal the throne from Roman Reigns without ever having to wrestle him directly. Jey Uso as World Heavyweight Champion, the perfect shock moment. If Jey Uso were to face someone like Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, or even Cody Rhodes for the World Heavyweight Championship, fans would expect an underdog story. But if The Rock suddenly appeared during that match and helped Jey win, the audience would be left speechless. It would instantly make Jey one of the most talked about figures in WWE. A heel turn guided by The Rock could transform him from a sympathetic babyface to a dangerous wildcard, someone finally embracing his family's ruthless legacy instead of running from it. Alternative possibility, Randy Orton as the returning heel. While The Rock's name dominates fan discussion, another possibility is Randy Orton. The Viper has been out of action for an extended period and has been teasing a return for months. His calculated, cold-blooded demeanor perfectly fits the idea of helping Jey win, not out of loyalty, but for personal gain. Orton could claim that Jey reminds him of a younger version of himself, underestimated, constantly fighting family expectations, and looking for respect. A heel Orton manipulating Jey Uso into doing his dirty work before betraying him later would be classic WWE storytelling. This approach would also allow WWE to protect Jey's babyface popularity, as the blame for his dark turn could fall squarely on Orton's shoulders. Why WWE might pull the trigger on this storyline. WWE has been focusing heavily on long-term storytelling since Triple H took over creative. The Bloodline saga has proven that multi-layered narratives can draw sustained fan interest for years. By introducing a returning legend like The Rock or Orton into Jey Uso's title chase, WWE could create the next major phase of its ongoing epic, moving beyond Roman Reigns' dominance. Additionally, this kind of twist fits perfectly into WWE's current direction, blending legacy with the future. The idea of an all-time great passing the torch to a rising star, but in a morally complex, villainous way, gives the story emotional depth and unpredictability. Fan reaction and future implications. Fans have always had a deep connection with Jey Uso. His raw emotion, passion, and storytelling have made him one of WWE's most beloved figures. Seeing him turn heel would generate mixed reactions, heartbreak from fans who love him, and excitement from those craving something new. If The Rock or Orton were to help him win, social media would explode. WWE could stretch the fallout for months, leading to dream matches, emotional confrontations, and perhaps even a WrestleMania showdown involving The Rock, Roman Reigns, and the Uso brothers in some form. Final thoughts. The notion of a WWE icon returning after 5 years to help Jey Uso win the World Heavyweight Championship may seem far-fetched, but WWE has always thrived on the unexpected. Whether it's The Rock reshaping the Bloodline's destiny or Randy Orton re-emerging as a calculating mentor, the idea taps into WWE's greatest strength: storytelling rooted in emotion, legacy, and betrayal. If Jey Uso finally reaches the mountaintop with a legend's help, it won't just mark a championship victory. It would represent a dramatic new chapter for WWE, one where family ties are tested, heroes fall, and villains rise from the shadows to claim the spotlight once again.